our Twitch still banned?
No.
Yeah. Oh, the audio's great. Compared to like... Oh, yeah. The audio is so much better compared to the other stuff that we've been doing.
Alright, cool. Alright, once we'll start going, start the show once we hit 10 viewers, so we'll just see a little bit behind the scenes.
Hold on, we gotta go. Are we on Twitch?
Yeah.
Yo. Alright, sweet. We're on Twitch. How many followers did we get? We only got 4 followers, huh?
Yeah, four more. Yeah.
Wow, that's disappointing. I thought we were killing it. Alright. Now let me pull up one more thing. Yeah, so these guys are low-key kind of killing it. 2018 Fantasy Football Advice, Roto Baller, Game Day Live, Week 5, Q&A, Sleeper Bus, Rankings. They have 800 people watching, dude. That could be us. Yep. These guys are moving quick, though. We got to step up our game. All right. Let's get it. Let's start running through these games.
All right, dude. What's up?
You know what? I want to write down my bets with the line, too.
Okay.
All right. Because, yeah, what's your favorite game to watch today?
Jags Chiefs, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one, too.
It needs to be a primetime game. But it's not, which is upsetting. But
I'm not going to lie. I like watching the 1 o'clock games the best.
Well, there's a lot of games on, so that's always fun. It's not like you're stuck on one game.
I like watching, like, when I wake up on Sundays, the first thing I want to do, like, I can't wait for 1 o'clock. So, like, I want to watch my favorite games at 1 o'clock.
Right.
By the time, like, 8 o'clock rolls around, I'm kind of spent. I've been watching football all day.
Right.
You know? But, no, I'm excited about this game, too. I actually didn't start Kareem Hunt.
Oh.
So, all right, let's talk about a quick fantasy move that I made. Instead of starting Hunt this week, I started Sony Michel for the Pats. Do you like that move or no?
Yeah, I mean, Michelle played well, so you can't complain. And, like, Hunt hasn't been doing that much. Like, Mahomes is their offense. Hunt was, like, new to the league last year. People didn't really know about him. You know, you're gonna get what you get from Alex Smith, but now it's like you got Mahomes throwing lefty, like he's doing all these things, most passing yards out the pocket. So it's like
he's a beast.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt's kind of taking a back seat to that offense. Like Andy Reid's got this whole new weapon. He's gonna exploit him more than, you know, Kareem Hunt. But I think he'll come on later in the season, I think, once like teams are like, all right, this is how you game plan for Patrick Mahomes. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Jags do, because they're going to be running a lot of crosser routes with Tyreek Hill, and see if Miles Jack and Telvin Smith can cover him. And then, I mean, you got Kelsey too, so it's like,
I like that offense.
Like, you're gonna have Miles Jack on Kelsey or Telvin Smith on Kelsey, and then Hill and the opposite on the other. So we'll see.
That. They got some tools on offense. The Chiefs do.
Oh, for sure.
That's fun. That's a fun team to watch. But the
Chiefs defense isn't that great. You think
I
he'll
mean,
have better stats than Mahomes?
uh, uh, I don't know. Didn't Bortles almost put up 400 yards last week?
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, it was against the Jets. The Chiefs' defense isn't
yeah,
great.
no. But I don't know if he'll have better stats. You know what? I would hope he's going to have better stats than Mahomes, but Mahomes has a lot of tools on offense, and that whole like system, the Andy Reid offense, is sick. So it's not so much that Bortles can't. It's just it'll be tough to put up a better game than Mahomes. But
Okay.
Mahomes has to play against the Jags D, so
I know, still no Fournette. Gonna be out a little bit longer. Yeldon will have to step up. I want Corey Grant to step up. I want him to so bad. I love
like
Corey
Corey
Grant. And you know
I do like.
what's crazy is he's like, in terms of salary, he's like 26 in the league for NFL running backs. He's getting paid like 2.6 million, I think, which is like 26 in the league per year for running back right now. And
Wow.
yeah.
That's pretty good for a third string running back.
I mean, he's definitely special teams, but like you would expect, Fournette's not in there. Like Checks, like get him working, because he was working against the Patriots in playoffs last year, like early, and I was like, yes, finally, he could be like Darren Sproles, honestly.
Yeah,
he's got the
he's
elusiveness,
he is a
tiny
player, so that does add value to his contract. But still, when you have Yeldon and Leonard Fournette ahead of him, and he's still getting 2.6 mil, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
It might be 2.8. It's like one of the two, but I mean, he gets paid, and they gotta use his salary. Yeah. But yeah, that's the game I'm looking forward to. We got some bye weeks this week in Chicago, which they're unreal right now. Khalil Mack's just completely changed their defense.
Oh my god, insane!
He's made them that much better. Like he's made everybody else around him like another tier. So
honestly, it's amazing, and like it's so sad that the Raiders literally missed that so bad that they literally gave away this guy that is not only a beast, but he's making the entire defense great.
Yeah, and now like the Bears are contenders. Like they weren't before him. Like you wouldn't have thought like, oh, like the Bears are gonna compete with Minnesota in that division and Green Bay, but
Minnesota's not playing.
I know, but I'm saying at the beginning of the year. Because they made it to the NFC Championship game last year, so, and they got better quarterback and Kirk Cousins, but
yeah, but still they're 1-2 and 1, and like I'm just a little disappointed in the way they started the season, to be honest. Yeah. Not saying there's plenty of season left, but
we'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like you said, the Bears are literally like they look good.
Trubisky, Jordan Howard, they got Allen Robinson now.
Kind of fun to watch too.
Cohen and Nagy's got.
Hell yeah, dude.
Matt Nagy's got some weird formations too. He comes up with some different plays. First year coach.
Did you watch a lot of college football yesterday?
Not a lot, some.
Florida had a big win, but did you see that trick play? What school was it? They ran a trick play where they didn't snap the ball between their legs. They snapped it and threw it sideways. Did you see that?
Was a guy in motion?
No, what team was it, man? It was like a smaller school, but you ever see where they have the center, right? And then they have a quarterback behind them, and it's the center and the quarterback basically all alone, and then you got the whole offensive line is 10 yards to the right or left.
Mm-hmm.
it was like that. And then when the quarterback called hike, instead of the center snapping the ball between his legs, he was lefty and he like sidearmed it to the running back behind the line, like 10 yards away,
What?
and the
Oh.
guy scored a touchdown.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't.
Yeah, I've never seen. That was one of the wildest plays I ever seen. It was awesome, but yeah. But yeah, no, the Bears are pretty good. And Allen Robinson's a beast. Like if they actually really get him going, he's definitely like top 5 receiver in the NFL. I
Yeah,
would say.
he can go up and get it. And Trubisky, last week with his 5 TDs, that was or 6, that was nuts. I was hoping he was gonna break
6.
it.
What is
7.
it? 7?
7, yeah.
Dude, my
Like
God.
he had it. Like if he they were just beating the Bucs so bad that they quit really passing and trying.
Who holds that record?
I think Nick Foles has it tied when he did it a few years ago. I think there's like 4 or 5 guys who've thrown for 7.
That's a lot of touchdowns in a game, man.
Because you remember when Nick Foles did it for the Raiders.
I remember someone did it recently.
Yeah, Foles.
Peyton Manning did it. Nick Foles did it. Drew Brees did it. So Drew Brees did it 2015. Foles did it 2013. That was a while back.
Yeah.
And then Peyton also did it 2013.
I heard something the other day that blew my mind. It was like Andrew Luck is 29 years old, and I'm like, what? He's already been in the NFL that long, dude, and it's just crazy everything that's happened. And
yeah, no, he's been in the league for a while.
So we'll see. So let's go through these 1:00 games before they start here on the Eastern time. So we got Titans at the Bills. Titans are hot this year, 3-1. Bills had one big win against Minnesota. Who are you taking? I'm gonna take Titans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Titans, but I want to try to do it all against the line.
Okay.
Let's see. I gotta look it up. I don't like any of these things.
And as you're joining the chat, make sure
Throw
ask some questions. We'll give you our advice on this NFL Sunday and the game Monday. Any fantasy football advice, anything you need, picks, we'll talk them. Just ask away. So what's the line for this game?
It's Tennessee by 3. It's at Buffalo.
Yeah, at Buffalo.
I'm still going to take Tennessee.
Yeah.
Giving 3.
I don't. That Minnesota game was a fluke. Like even though they absolutely destroyed them, Minnesota was just not weren't prepared at all. So Tennessee's got it. They'll move to 4-1. Still will be first in the division, even if the Jags win because of their win over Jacksonville 2 weeks ago. So next we got Dolphins at Bengals. Dolphins, started hot, got absolutely destroyed by the Patriots. I never thought they were that good, and for some reason, Andy Dalton's playing great this year, and they're getting Joe Mixon back. I'm taking the Bengals.
I actually disagree. I think the Bengals are pretty damn good. I think Andy Dalton is pretty good, and 6.5 is a lot of points. But you know what? Andy Dalton's my fantasy football QB. I'm going Bengals.
Okay. Yeah,
But the Dolphins are 3-1, and 6.5 points is a lot of points. Pick against my boy Andy Dalton.
And that division's crazy right now because the Bengals beat the Ravens, and then all of a sudden the Ravens are their worst game of the year has been against the Bengals. Steelers are playing terrible. The next game we got's Ravens at Browns.
I would say that
I'm going Ravens.
What?
I'm going Ravens. That Ravens defense is very good, and we'll see what Baker Mayfield can do against them. And I'm pretty sure
choosing with the line.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just doing my picks.
Okay,
you're doing the line.
I'm thinking that the Ravens take care of Cleveland.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. The Ravens defense: Tony Jefferson, Weddle, Suggs, Mosley, Humphrey, and I'm pretty sure Jimmy Smith's coming back this week, so their top corner. I'm thinking, I think Baker's gonna have some trouble today.
I'm not gonna lie, I've watched the Browns, and
they find a way to lose.
I'm not like Baker Mayfield is a good player and all, but he's not ready to have a good season in the NFL. I see a lot of weaknesses in his game. So I'm not a big fan of him against the Ravens.
And Joe Flacco's loving his new wide receiver core. And he's having...
They made some major upgrades in that.
Major upgrades. Lamar Jackson maybe, influence him to play a little bit better so he doesn't lose his job.
I like that, yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah, no, I like the Ravens in that game easy.
I like Michael Crabtree. John Brown is just, a cheap, I guess not really cheap, but lower name Tyreek Hill is just flying down the field for Flacco, and he's throwing it deep. And Brown's just been running underneath it. Then you got Crabtree, Willie Snead. So
what Baltimore wide receiver are you starting in fantasy?
I'm going John Brown just because of the boomer bust, but probably in PPR, I'd start Crabtree. Baltimore's, targeting him a lot. Probably PPR Crabtree for sure.
Yeah, PPR Crabtree for sure. I like Crabtree. I think he's a beast. I think he could be a beast. I would like to see him get more touches like every week.
Okay. And then next game we got Packers at Lions. This could be a shootout, I think, because I think the Packers are going to score early. Couple touchdowns, force Detroit to start passing the ball a lot. So could be a very high scoring game. None of those defenses are necessarily great. People talking about the Packers defense like, they're going to be good. Yeah, they got some good players, but, it's just going to be gunslinging, passing the ball around game, I think.
Yeah. So the line, I'm actually surprised by the line, is 1.5 Detroit. I know they are at home.
Really?
As bad as I want to take the Packers, I kind of just think Detroit pulls that one off. But you know what? Give me the Packers.
I think this is a great game to look at for, your daily fantasy. If you do it, especially I think either, Marvin Jones or Golden Tate, because I think they'll get a lot of passes their way, and, one of the two is going to score over 2 touchdowns today, I think. So I think it will be a high-scoring game.
I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. So, like you said, a lot of opportunity daily fantasy players.
And then the next one, Jaguars-Chiefs. I'm going Jags, giving the Chiefs their first loss of the year.
that. I like
I'm
that
a Jags
goal.
fan though, so got my Bortles jersey on. So Jags
This is
getting it
gonna
done.
be a very tough game for the Jaguars.
It's gonna be a great, just straight up football game.
This is a great football. This is a great matchup. And it's in Kansas City, so these guys are going to be fired up.
Yeah. Ramsey's going to shut down that return specialist.
I'm going Jags. I can't bet against the Jags.
Yeah. Just hopefully Ramsey doesn't drop a pick this year or this week like he did last week in the end zone. And then we got Broncos at Jets. The Jets looked somewhat promising at the beginning of the year, but they're playing real bad now. I've watched Darnold every single game, and he's gotten away with many of picks that have been dropped. He could have probably 5 more picks than he does now, and they're just not looking good. There was a lot of holes in their defense last week against Jacksonville, so I'm going Broncos. Von Miller is going to be all over Sam Darnold, so
I'm going 100% Broncos. I think the Jets suck.
It's raining in Kansas City, so
I love the Jags now. I like the Jags a lot more with the wet ball.
Jags better get it done. All right, next game. These are just the 1 o'clock games again. Falcons at Steelers. Another game, daily fantasy. I would take a heavy look at. Wow, this could be a shootout again. 2 games at 1 o'clock game shootouts. I'm gonna go Steelers. I don't see them losing at home. Both defenses are that bad. I think the Pittsburgh will end up pulling it out at the end because I would expect Matt Ryan to make a bad decision later in the game than Big Ben. So I'm going Pittsburgh.
I am going to go Atlanta. First off, I play Antonio Brown. So I'm really screwed on this week. He's probably going to go off like 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. But honestly, I haven't liked the way Big Ben's been playing. And I haven't really liked the way that the Steelers have been playing.
I mean, they've been playing bad, but...
Yeah, but it's not even like... To me, as I watch these guys play, I'm not even so much upset at the way they're playing. I'm just getting upset. I feel like they're not getting along as a team. And that's a red flag. And I don't like that. Because they got all the pieces, but they look to me as if they're not meshing yet. So that could be an issue for them going forward until they clean some stuff up. I feel like there's some frustration in that locker room.
Oh, there's a ton. But I don't think that's going to take away from this game being a shootout.
It'll be a shootout.
Yeah, both teams are going to score a lot.
I think that locker room frustration is going. It's going to be a close game, and I'm saying that the locker room frustration is there's going to be, the big ball of trust, right? They lack the ball of trust, and that's what bites them in the ass this game.
All right. Okay.
I got Atlanta.
All right, so last 1 o'clock game is Giants at Carolina. Carolina's coming off a bye week. They're going to have, that whole game plan set out for New York. New York's not great. Barkley's very good. New York's not great. Carolina's got this. No problem.
I'm going to go Giants.
Okay. What's the line on that one?
The line is -6.5 Carolina. But I actually think that the Giants win this thing straight up. Call me crazy.
Crazy.
I'm playing Cam Newton also in fantasy, so a little bit of wishful thinking on this pick. No, but honestly, I watched the Giants, and something about their team I like. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but I do like this team.
I was high on the Giants at the beginning of the year.
And then you saw them play, and now you don't like them.
Yeah, now I don't like. I like Barkley. I thought their offensive line was gonna play a lot better because they made moves. New coach. I thought Ben McAdoo was an idiot with his slick back hair. Healthy Odell. But it's just they just look bad. Like they can't put it together. Their pass defense is very good. Like Landon Collins, like Janoris Jenkins. Eli Apple's playing good this year, but they're also one of.
Dude, they got some players on defense, and I think that's why I like them. And I'm not saying they're. It's tough to evaluate the Giants. I feel like I watch them, and I feel like once they start getting Odell into the end zone, the team will change. The offense will start putting up some more points on the board. And I think their defense, I think their defense will improve every week, to be honest. They got some players that they can lean on, and it's hard to pick them against Carolina, but I think this is a football team that we can see, make some moves and get better throughout the season.
The Giants' pass defense is very good, but also their rush defense, I'm pretty sure is like 30th in the NFL, and Cam Newton likes to run a lot. Christian McCaffrey is very elusive, so
difficult to defend those guys.
So I that's why I'm going like Panthers. Like just the matchup is not good in the Giants' favor at all. So I'm going Panthers. So.
All right, so I got Giants. You got Panthers.
Yeah, so our last two games is where we differed, really. So we got Titans. Well, I guess.
Yeah, the Giants are giving up 126 rushing yards a game.
Yeah, and McCaffrey, his last game had 198 or something like that.
Holy, did he really? I didn't know that.
Something nuts. Or it might have been 198 total yards with his receiving.
All-purpose yards.
Yeah.
Very underrated stat. No one focuses on all-purpose yards.
Oh, it's the best the best in the game right now, and it is Alvin Kamara. He's unreal.
Is he?
Yeah.
What do you think about Taysom Hill? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. On New Orleans, he'll go out there to block kicks. He's listed as a quarterback. He'll block kicks, field goal attempts. He'll try to go block them. He's just like an all around athlete that just I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because he had a few snaps as quarterback last week, and it was something else that they would even bother putting that in.
Yeah, so I snagged him in my fantasy football league. I scooped him up because I play in a difficult fantasy league. 2 quarterbacks, 12 teams. Some people have backups. I got no backup. I'm screwed. So on my bye week, hey, if they give him the ball 4 times and he gets me 2 points, it's better than nothing, I figured. And I think it looks to me as if they're trying to, get him on the field a bit. He's that good of an athlete.
Yep.
So, hopefully, I would like to see them incorporate him a little bit more into the offense. That'd be kind of cool. He's fun to watch. Like, he comes in the game, and I'm like, oh, shit, there's that Taysom Hill kid. Let me watch him.
Yeah, from BYU, he's I'm pretty sure he's 28, too, which is odd.
Yep, BYU. I remember him playing there.
He's I think this is his 2nd year in the league, maybe 3rd, and he's 28. So he's a different case. it's just yeah,
All
it's
right, here,
unique
let
to
me
see.
ask you. I'm going to ask you a fantasy football question here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have a pretty decent fantasy football team. I think I'm 3-1 so far. It's a deep league, 12 teams, 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, 4 receivers, 2 running backs, right? My
Mm-hmm.
running backs, I have Ezekiel Elliott and Kareem Hunt, and then I got Sony Michel on the bench. You think I should try to trade? I also have Yeldon. But do you think I should try to trade, maybe one of my bigger name backs, such as Kareem Hunt or Ezekiel Elliott, for a big time wide receiver? Because I think I have too much value on the bench. I think Michel's going to be like a top 10 fantasy football running back.
I'd try to trade Kareem Hunt for the
Yeah.
reasons I mentioned earlier. Dude, I haven't been like Ezekiel Elliott's like played well, but last week completely changed my view on him. He was running like a wheel route. I don't know if you saw this play, and Dak
He stepped
Prescott
out
threw
of
it to him,
bounds.
and he caught it like over his shoulder, like wide receiver type catch, and I was like, wow, like he did it out of the backfield, and it was like down the field, like 45 yards, in a big moment of the game, and I was impressed. So
By Elliott.
yes,
Well, yeah, he's a beast.
yeah. So I would not trade Elliott, and it's
So, you think Kareem Hunt's not that good?
no, I like Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt did me wonderful things last year, but just if you were gonna trade the two, I would trade Kareem Hunt.
So, all right, let me ask you this. You're definitely saying I'm not going to get the value that I should get for Sony Michel
No,
if I trade him.
just I feel like people are like, they got James White, they you just can't really trust the Patriots offense with all the running backs they have, but I think he's good, and he's young, and I feel like Belichick's gonna get him the ball, so, and he's played well, and it's pouring in Kansas City right now.
Do you have the game on?
Yes, absolute downpour. And
should we turn this into a Jags football broadcast?
Oh my gosh, dude, it's brutal right now. Like,
how are you watching it?
On my TV.
Oh, I'd have to stream it somehow.
Yeah, it's the balls. It just everybody's got no gloves on. It's pouring. Oh my gosh. Wow. I wish I checked the weather beforehand because I was expecting something out of TJ Yeldon this week.
What'd you say about Yeldon?
I was expecting a lot of things from him just because the Chiefs' defense isn't that great. Dude, wow. I love Calais Campbell. They just punted the ball. It went out of bounds, and he came sprinting off the sideline to go play. Like sprinting. Dude, sweet. I love Calais. But yeah, if you're live in the chat, go follow us on Twitter. You can see the handle right there on my Safari tab, the OOTO Sports, out of the office sports. On Twitter, I just tweeted our picks. Tweet us at any time. We'll answer any advice you need on the NFL, any types of sports, fantasy football sports, anything. Ask us, and we'll get back to you. Make sure you tune in for our live streams. So, you looking up the game right now?
Nah, I can't. Somehow I can't pull it up.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could stream it from here, but I just went on some website and I think I just got a virus. Did you say you
Try
stream them on
Reddit NFL streams.
Yeah, that's what I just went to. That's what I'm on right now.
Okay.
How can they do this?
That's what I'm saying. But whatever.
Should I throw on the NFL Red Zone?
Sure. So, I played a little bit of daily fantasy this week. I've been playing it all week, but all year, but wow. And James Conner already scored.
Whoa, that's loud. Alright, I'm gonna pull up my fantasy team, make sure we're making moves over here.
Yeah, James Conner just scored, no problem.
Oh, great. I'm pretty sure my guy I'm playing has him. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Tyreek Hill's just running circles. But there's a flag on the play.
Oh my gosh, dude, this stream is great.
Oh yeah.
Oh my dude, it's clear as day. Dude. Oh my god, I cannot emphasize how great this looks on my computer screen right now. Dude, this kid has honestly impressed me so much. I am blown away by Mahomes this year. Oh, nice play. Oh fuck, he's gonna score. Oh. So wait, what play are you on? Did you just see the Tyreek Hill end around?
Yeah, but there's a flag on the play, so.
So how far ahead are you than me?
I'm at 11:26.
On the game clock?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm at 11:51. And there's no tick. So what was it? Holding on Sammy Watkins?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sweet. So, who do you have to watch this week in fantasy football?
Devontae Freeman's coming back. Like, fantasy football-wise, I'm finally able to play Devontae Freeman again. Probably didn't want to, but it's just how it works when one of your top picks, is coming back from injury. You got to put him in there.
Yeah. Hold on. Can you go on YouTube and change our titles?
Yeah.
Change them to I don't know. Just, I don't know, change it to something, and we'll see if we can get more viewers.
No, yeah. It's something. It's Out of the Office Sports NFL Sunday Preview.
Yeah, no, change it. Change it to Jags, Kansas City or something. Dang, my stream froze. Oh, dude, this stream is so clear. Now I'm at 10:51.
Yeah, you're like a minute behind or something.
Yeah, and it keeps freezing.
Yeah, it's not letting me change it. I had to change it beforehand.
Oh, really?
I can't. Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh, maybe.
Alright, now I'm going backwards on the stream because they just replayed the Tyreek Hill end around with the flag.
Yeah, it's
oh, yeah. Dude, what the heck? Somehow this is on... This Reddit stream has a Twitch box. settings on the side of it.
Ah, crap. Yeah,
What
it's not letting me switch it. So it's saying something went wrong.
Alright, so I can't watch that. I'll just throw on Red Zone. Maybe that one will work. I wonder how these guys stream these things, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Makes no sense. Oh, so Kansas City Chiefs have scored on every opening drive this season. Only NFL team to do it. So we'll see if they'll do it. Here, they're having a nice time driving down the field right now. So, of course, it stops pouring when they get the ball. So that's nice.
All right, now I think I'm getting a virus.
No, you have to like exit out the tab and then like it'll pop up. You gotta exit out. Wow. Buffalo scored. Crap. That was my daily fantasy defenses. Them and the Broncos against the Jets.
I would like the Broncos. Probably get 3 interceptions today.
Yeah, they'll get a lot of sacks, but not liking this Chiefs game so far.
Alright, let's see if we can get this Reddit thing one more time.
Dude, Mahomes looks so young. Oh, here we go. Ramsey on Hill. That return specialist.
Wait, Taysom Hill?
No, Tyreek Hill. You saw what Ramsey said about Tyreek Hill, right?
No.
Oh. He was like, they were doing, the press conferences for the game. And he's like, yeah. They're asking him about Tyreek Hill. He's like, yeah. He's a great return specialist. Return specialist. All-pro return specialist. You know what I am? An all-pro cornerback. He's a return specialist. So.
Okay, I like that little bit of smack talk, but I would say Tyreek Hill's a little bit more than a return specialist.
He's fast. No, dude, nothing. Last year, that you know what play I'm talking about when he scored with like no seconds left going into halftime, and he was like weaving in and out and like went all the way down the field. Do you remember that play? I forget who it was like against.
It was the screen. It was like almost like a midfield screen.
Yeah.
That play was so sick. I thought that was one of the coolest plays I think I've seen in years, to be honest. I think he's one of the most exciting players in the NFL to watch.
Oh, for sure.
Every time I watch him, I have a fun time. Like he's electric. So I'm really having a tough time with these streams. Can't get it going.
You gotta it pops up and it opens a separate tab. Buff streams. Do you see buff streams? As it's like gonna be like the top hit on the Reddit. Like you click what game you want, go to buff streams, I think is his name. Like you click the game.
I'm going to Reddit, NFL Reddit.
Reddit, just Google Reddit NFL streams. That's all you need to Google in the first hit.
Alright, I just got NFL streams Reddit. And now I'm on Reddit NFL streams.
Mm-hmm.
And now search for who?
No, pick what game. Mahomes just scored. Pick the game you want.
What do you do? Run it in?
Yeah. They have like the list of games. Pick the game that you want.
a choice between two. I have I guess I have a bunch to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
What's the guy's name?
It's like Buff Stream. What game are you trying to look at right now?
Jags. Nah, I don't want. Yeah, I think I'm getting a bunch of viruses on these things. All right.
Yeah, click top streamer. Verified streamers. Click it. It's gonna pull it up.
I have like 700 million windows open right now because I clicked on so many of those links.
Oh yeah, you gotta exit out. Like you hit the X button, it'll pop up. You unhit that tab.
I got a sweet stream hooked up, but it keeps just dying on me. Like. All right. What happened to the Giants? I saw that they were driving a bit. They got a field goal. That's it. Those bums. All right. Well, at least the Giants are on the board. Broncos up 7.
Garrett Blunt scored a touchdown for the Lions.
Yep, Lions up 7.
Cortland Sutton scored for Broncos from Case Keenum. A lot of early scores.
So like I always think that the first drive of the NFL is like I feel like they score so often on the first drive, and then after that it's tough to score. But your opening drive, I think you have the best chance to score.
I agree.
And I mean,
that's I know, like, and like I don't know, it's so weird. Like sometimes I feel like that's their game plan too. Not obviously your game plan is gonna try to score every possession, but you just feel like sometimes they're just like, all right, like we'll take the punt, you know, like type deal. And I feel like their game plan, you know, their script that they're following is, you know, score on the first possession type, because they script plays, you know, we're gonna run these first 15 plays to start the game no matter what. And I don't know, it's just weird sometimes. It's just sometimes you don't feel like they're trying to score every possession. Like they get conservative. So
yeah, no, some teams get very conservative,
which makes no sense. Like if you're having an easy time scoring, like go score some more. So I don't know.
A-Rod and Mahomes share a special bond. Do you know about that?
No, I don't know.
I'm not. It's on ESPN. They just tweeted it out. I don't know what it's about, but I don't think I'm gonna take the time to see. I had to throw a little TV in my office, watch all these games, dude. Stream is not working. It's probably too many people watching it.
You think so? Maybe.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I didn't see that one verified streamer on there for that game when I looked.
Yeah, I can't throw on the Jags, and I can't even throw on the Red Zone. It has like the verified streamer, but
right. Kansas City's scoreboard pisses me off. It's like the shape of a football, and it's like super tiny. All right, Boat Bortles coming back out for the second drive. Let's see it.
Uh-oh. Jets are in the red zone.
Goodness, that was fast. What'd they do?
I don't know.
Probably Crowell, like a 70-yard run. He likes doing that. He likes to suck and then take off and then, doesn't do anything the rest of the day. That guy.
Let's see what they did.
Wow, TJ Yeldon's wearing no gloves, and it looks weird because he's always wearing gloves. I'm a little disappointed in Andrew Norwell. We pay him to be the highest paid guard in the NFL, and I don't think he's made that much of a difference.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I feel like it's.
I know we don't have Fournette, so it's like hard to judge. Wow, DJ Chark with a great catch for all. Oh no, it was Nelson. All over him. Not that great of a pass. Oh no! It was good. He put it in the only spot it could be thrown. Chark has been pretty disappointing so far this year. He's had a big-time fumble. He's made a few penalties on special teams. Hasn't caught everything his way, but he just did something great for us right there, so we'll see. I like the Jags wide receivers. Very underrated. Keelan Cole, D.D. Westbrook, oh, goodness. Jeremy Parnell just got destroyed. By Chris Jones.
Wow, you should, I don't know why, why is Twitch should be just streaming every NFL game?
Yeah, no, but that's like copyright stuff. I don't know why you can do it on Reddit. It makes no
No, I know. I'm just saying, Amazon should just pay for the rights and stream every NFL game. They would get so many views.
Yeah. But how many more views would they get than people who are watching it on regular TV? I don't think it's enough to make a difference. Holy crap, we're chucking the ball. We usually never throw this many passes that deep. So, did you watch the fight last night?
No, did you?
Yeah, I didn't see the first round, but I saw after that. And the fight after, when I don't even know the other dude's name, jumped over the fence and went into the crowd and started fighting people, and then someone came and punched McGregor.
Yeah, so I'm not a big UFC guy.
Neither am I. Like, that was, I don't know why I ended up watching it, but I did. I hadn't really watched a full fight before either. You see clips on, sports shows, and you see the knockout, and that's really about it. But it was weird. It was a lot of hugging going on. You know how they do sometimes for boxing, and they're just standing there hugging each other. It was happening a lot last night in the fight, and I was like, I thought UFC they destroy each other, but I don't know. It was weird.
I like boxing better. I'm a pretty big boxing fan, but I don't like McGregor, to be honest, so that's why I didn't watch.
I just wanted to see what the heck he would do, to me, it looked like he wasn't motivated at all to fight. He literally
Really?
tapped out. He tapped out, and it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna tap out. I'll get my money and move on.
Yeah, that's sad, but
that's what it looked like, honestly. But I don't know.
Yeah,
it was weird.
I
was expecting I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting something more because he. That one time when he freaked out and threw the chair through the bus and all that stuff. I don't know. That was weird. No passion last night, I saw.
Damn. Yeah, no, that's no bueno.
So we'll go ahead and talk about the later games today, so people who are watching can get our opinion on what we're thinking.
Okay.
In week 5. So we got Raiders, Chargers, Raiders on the road. One's 1-3, one's 2-2. Chargers are 2-2. It's weird because every year I'm like, the Chargers are good. Like, they got everything they need, and then they just disappoint. Their defense was very good last year and hasn't really, stepped up that much. Derwin James is playing well. Bosa hasn't been playing that much. So, Phillip Rivers. Melvin Gordon is very good, though. Very, very good. And they target him a lot out of the backfield. He gets a ton of targets. That's a guy you got to look at every week in daily fantasy because, for some reason the Chargers are going to have to score a lot of points and Phillip Rivers is going to throw the ball 60 times and check it down to Melvin Gordon and let him do his thing. So that's just someone you always got to look at, try to get into your lineup. But I think Chargers.
Yeah, I like the Chargers too. I think the Chargers have a pretty good squad.
As long as Keenan Allen stays healthy, Mike Williams kind of breaking onto the scene right now, so it's good. And then Vikings at Eagles. Last year's NFC Championship game rematch. This is interesting because neither team has played that great, but it's Carson Wentz's second week back. He was the MVP last year until he got hurt. So I'm going Philadelphia at home. It just, Minnesota's not playing that great. Eagles defense isn't playing that great either. Their corners are getting destroyed. But I'm taking Philadelphia.
I'm going to go Vikings.
Vikings?
Yes.
Okay. Kirk Cousins isn't playing terrible, but I don't know. I do not know. Whoa. The Jets ended up not scoring. I don't know what happened.
So let's be real. They're not that good.
Yeah. See if... Must have been a fumble, because Denver has 12 points. Wow, dude.
Chiefs. Oh my gosh, Andy Dalton threw an interception. What a bum.
Oh, you can't trust them.
He throws a lot of picks.
He does throw a lot of picks. I think...
6 for 7, 92 yards, but an interception. But you know what? I'm not watching the game. He gives Green a lot of chances to make plays for him, and I like when quarterbacks do that. I like when quarterbacks give their big guys like Julio Jones, AJ Green, like those type of receivers, just give them the chance, dude. They're that good.
Oh, yeah.
Like Calvin Johnson back in the day, like if I was a quarterback, throw it to him every time. Just let him moss everyone.
Yeah. Antonio Brown.
And then check it down to Golden Tate, Theo Riddick. Run the ball. He opens up the field.
Oh, yeah.
He expands the field so much. So I know Andy Dalton throws a lot of picks, and you're like, dude, what is he doing? But sometimes he nails those throws to Green, and Green just is like, oh, shit. You're just like, how do you stop that? Because it'll be double coverage, and they're on him like glue, and he makes an insane catch. All right, Newton just threw a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, to Curtis Samuel.
All right, and Pittsburgh is in the red zone.
All right, we'll follow that. See if James Conner gets his second score of the game.
I need a little...
It's 3rd and 8, though.
Touchdown here in the red zone.
Vance?
So I have Vance McDonald, and the guy I'm playing has Jesse James.
That's
So we have both Steelers tight ends.
Yeah. Well, touchdown, Big Ben to Juju.
All right. As long as it's not Antonio Brown or Jesse James, I'm okay.
Juju on that beat. Goodness, dude.
He's having a great year.
Yes.
He's going off. I think
it's crazy. You know what's funny? You think about all the wide receivers that have been on Pittsburgh, right? Mike Wallace, he was unreal when he was on Pittsburgh. Emmanuel Sanders.
I got another guy who did pretty good with them.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
Martavis Bryant. Until he got, suspended all those times.
I think he's on Oakland now.
Yeah, he's on Oakland. Now Juju Smith-Schuster, Antonio Brown, like.
Okay, Juju so far this year, game 1, 5 receptions, 119 yards. Game 2, 13 receptions, 19 targets, 121 yards, 1 touchdown.
That's the game he threw for 60 times, correct? And Big Ben, I think it was.
And then
60.
I mean, dude, he's gotten a lot of targets. He's had three 100-yard games.
I mean, he had a good year last year too. So.
Yeah, he makes plays, man. Yeah, no, and then, dude, remember San Antonio Holmes?
Yeah.
Had a decent year, and then he signed a huge contract with someone,
right?
and
Jets.
Never heard of him again.
Oof. Ooh. Mahomes a little shaken up in the first quarter. But yeah, dude, they produce wide receivers, which is weird. And then they leave and they're not that great. I mean, Emmanuel Sanders was good in Denver. And he's still playing good. Case Keenum likes to throw it to him.
One of my favorite receivers, honestly. I really enjoy watching him play.
Wow, your Falcons pick ain't looking too great right now. Oh, let's finish up these games, and then we got Cardinals at 49ers. Just a real hard knock. 2 great football teams going. So Jimmy G got hurt.
Yep, he's done for the year.
And old CJ Beathard from Iowa is now QBing, and he played decently well last week.
Did he? I didn't really watch much.
Nothing he got 19 fantasy points. I think he threw for 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, might have thrown a pick at the end. But that was a guy I looked at a lot this week for daily fantasy because
trying to get a sleeper.
He's cheap.
Big time sleeper.
Cheap for quarterback. Arizona's defense isn't that great. Kyle Shanahan's offense, he can come up with some good schemes, to score them some points. So George Kittle, their tight end, is having a great year so far. So I have him in a few daily lineups. The Cardinals, they're defeated, 0-4. They're really missing Bruce Arians right now. Josh Rosen's a bum. But they got David Johnson, and it's upsetting because he's very good. And Larry Fitzgerald possibly his last NFL season, and I just don't want him to suck.
When I watch Larry Fitzgerald still, he is just a different type of athlete. I watch him play, and I feel like his legs still look fresh, man. I think he could play for a lot longer.
Yeah, it's he moved to the slot, a few years ago. He had a great year last year. Honestly, it's just I don't know. Just
I mean, yeah,
he does look fresh. He can still catch if it hits his hands. He's catching it. But I mean, he's yeah.
The Cardinals just suck.
Yeah, it's not a good situation for him. So, gosh, the Chiefs are just exploiting this Jags defense right now, and it's not good. We might have to end the stream here soon so I can watch. So something's not right.
I can't even watch. So
something's not right. And then okay, we got Rams at Seahawks. Rams trying to stay undefeated. I think they get that game, no problem. Seattle's not good this year. They are getting Doug Baldwin back. Doug Baldwin was very cheap in daily fantasy this week just because he hasn't been playing. I picked him because I think the Seahawks are still going to score a good amount of points, but Rams are going to win this. The Seahawks aren't just what they used to be. So
the Rams are just really good.
Yeah, Rams are very, very, very good. Then the Sunday night football game, we got Cowboys at Texans. A little Texas rivalry going on.
What do you got?
I'm going Houston because Houston hasn't played that bad. Like Deshaun Watson has put up decent, really good numbers some games. Their defense, you got Clowney, you got J.J. Watt, you got Tyrann Mathieu. Their defense hasn't been playing like they used to, but the Colts giving away that game to them last week, I think, really helped their confidence get that first one of the season. And, all the talk right now is Dallas's defense is, one of the tops in the NFL right now, stats-wise, but they're not that good defense. So I like Houston at home.
I like Houston as well. I don't think that Dallas will be able to go in there and beat those guys. I think they're gonna play a little bit better than they have been, and I think they'll pull out the W. I like Houston's
Yo, hold on. Isaiah Crowell, ready for it? 77-yard rushing touchdown. What did I say?
Oh my gosh.
He loves that, dude. He loves it.
That's funny.
But yeah, I was a little nervous for the Jags this year with Houston because you look at Houston's schedule, they had a very easy schedule, and they still do. And
how did the Lions just score? LeGarrette Blount, two rushing touchdowns.
Jeez, that's brutal.
LeGarrette Blount, 5 carries, 6 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
I didn't pick Stafford for any of my daily fantasy, so I'm happy about that. But I got Golden Tate and Marvin Jones and a few. But
love Golden Tate. Golden Tate doesn't even have a target. The Lions have only thrown the ball 4 times so far. That's got to be a record low for them.
Jeez. All right, so the last game, Monday Night Football, Redskins at Saints. Big day for Drew Brees. Gonna break a record.
Yep.
Saints are gonna win this. Redskins are playing very well this year, though. I like them. Return of Adrian Peterson. Alex Smith is just, a machine that, a cog that just keeps on churning.
Yep.
But I like the Saints.
Yeah, I like
Mark
the Saints.
Ingram's coming back. That's another weapon they'll have. Be interesting to see what they do because Mark Ingram ran very well last year. Kamara, they had that change of pace. He had a great year, and he's having a good year so far. Be interesting to see what they do. Ted Ginn is out. I know he's officially ruled out, so it'll be interesting to see if they split Kamara out wide as a wide receiver with Ingram, as the running back. So we'll see.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Good point.
See what Sean Payton's got for him. But yeah, those are all the games. We'll definitely tweet them out. So go on our Twitter, Out of the Office Sports, and check them out. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
See ya.